Thank you very much, Gianni, and thank you, President Mearelli, and to Amedeo for its perfect timing in arriving and reaching us. I say perfect timing because I was called here today to talk to you about SIMEST and our role in the organization and activity in the logistics in the global market. As Amedeo said, there is a strategy of the Italian government, and we as SIMEST are part of this strategy together with the Italian Trade Commission and together with all the other agencies that are supporting Italian investments abroad. SIMEST is the financial institution supporting Italian investments abroad, and we are active since 1990 with a series of financial tools that aims the Italian companies to be more dynamic and more active abroad. So this is, today we are talking about logistics and talking about investments in logistics, and what Roberto Pietra said before regarding one of the problems that is typical of the Italian industry is the dimension of the Italian companies. The Italian companies are, most of the Italian companies are small and medium. More or less 80% of the Italian industry is represented by small and medium companies. So these size of companies have some difficulties in moving abroad. And we believe, we all believe, the Italian government believes that the strategy to support these efforts in being together abroad could be a win-win project, a win-win position. So what we would like to do is to shift from the traditional rivalry between companies, taking them all together, or at least cluster of companies, groups of companies, in industrial area, in logistics area, in order to help them to make synergy in their activities abroad. So what is SIMEST's role in this scenario? We support the aggregation of companies in identifying the best investment opportunity abroad. We support the Italian companies during the startup stage, and we support financially during the feasibility and the business scouting activity. Then we also could provide to the investors the financial support in order to be more active, financially talking, of course, in the foreign countries. And in this field, we could also participate in the equity of the investment. So we are a partner of the Italian and the foreign companies in their logistic investments abroad. What are the main characteristics of the project we are interested in? Of course, we look to specific area where the investment climate is favorable for the Italian companies, so where there is a big demand for the Italian products, where the taxation regime is comfortable, and where logistics is integrated. Of course, more or less, you are all experts here in logistics. You know that ports and railroads are very important in the evaluation of these kinds of investments. The purpose of our strategy is to set up industrial parks and logistics parks for Italian companies in order to give a turnkey solution, in order to put the Italian entrepreneur in a comfortable area where he could have services from the Italian government. When I talk about services, we talk about financial services, insurance services, logistics, and so on. So this is the main goal of our initiative. The partners we deal with on this kind of project are, of course, a list of different private and public partners. Of course, local institutions, development agencies, but also private agencies and companies investing with us in joint ventures in these projects. But of course we also try to facilitate, as we said before, the flows of goods through Italy and versus this country, also dealing with the customs authorities. So today it has been quoted several times about our project in China, and so I will give you some information about this case study. This is one of the projects that we are developing abroad. One of the main characteristics of this project is the reciprocity. We offer to our Chinese colleagues the option to invest in Italy. And we believe that in this case, our project, of course, in China is the creation of a logistic platform in Tianjin, Dongjiang Free Trade Zone. And we offer to our Chinese partners the opportunity to invest in Italy. In this case, we will have a counter investment in Italy and in China, and these two platforms will be linked through an agreement, a custom agreement that will facilitate the flows of goods between Italy and China. So the main features of this project is a typical public-private partnership, because we have the Italian and the Chinese government, but we also have the private investors, which are on the Italian side the Interporto of Rivalta Scrivia, and on the Chinese side is the Dongjiang Free Trade Zone. And our goal is to provide a one-stop shop to the Italian investors, to the Chinese investors. So the investor will have direct services in the area. One of these services will be the customs agreements, and so all the benefits that these agreements will take to the companies located in this area. And of course there will be a general supervision of the Italian government, of the Chinese government, through SIMEST and ICE. And this project will be managed by a private body, which is Rivalta Scrivia Freight Village. And of course, as I said before, the chance of reciprocity, which we believe it's a very important issue on this initiative. These are some numbers on Rivalta, but I think that you know these investments in Italy, so I will go through. And this will be the financial model of the project. Of course, we come from the financial world, so I had to give you some financial information, because I don't want to take your place. This is our role is to give financial support to the investment, to the Italian investments abroad. And in this case, as you can see, there is a sort of articulated financing in the project. We thought to create a special purpose vehicle that will be financed by SIMEST and by the private investors, and also by the by a multilateral institution. On this project, we will involve also the European Commission with the Asian Investment Fund, which is an investment fund, a trust fund investing in infrastructure abroad. We as SIMEST are eligible financial institution, so we are enabled to introduce a project to the European Commission, and so we are the only financial institution enabled to introduce a project to the European Commission. And what we would like to do is to propose this model that we have already proposed in other countries also for this project. The last fish is regards our presence in this strategy. The strategy foresees the presence of 10 logistics areas, 10 logistics parks, and 10 industrial parks all around the world. Of course, this is what we would like to do, is not what we are doing actually. We are working on some of these stars, of course. Some of them are more advanced, some are in a different development phase. We are working very hard in China, in Kazakhstan, in northern Mediterranean, and in southern America, in Brazil. And we hope that soon we could be able to extend this presence in other countries. Thank you so much for your attention. These are my reference. I will stay here, so I will remain at your availability for any questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alberto.